Good evening and wishing everyone a blessed Janmashtami today. The Hindu brings for you a very interesting conversation on the topic who should teach future doctors. The debate is about non-MBBS Ph.D. faculty engaged in teaching medical students. We have on the panel with us today Dr. Anup Singh. He is head of anatomy, GMC Pali. We also have Dr. Shashank Ramli, who is president, M.Sc. Medicine Association. We have Dr. Rohit Jain. He is the secretary, practicing pathologists, Society of Rajasthan. Unfortunately, Dr. Parashar, who is the national president for Indian System of Medicine, couldn't join us today. So, getting right into the debate, we would like to start with Dr. Shashank and ask him about the ground realities, which is what are the subjects that are taught by the non MBBS faculty? How many medical colleges do we have? And what is the shortfall of the MBBS faculty that Indian medical colleges are faced with? Dr. Shashank?
Namaste. Greetings to all. Speaking of the non-MBBS medical teachers in medical colleges, the non-MBBS medical teachers are limited to only five departments, that is anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, pharmacology, and microbiology. These departments which do not have direct patient care. And coming to the number of medical colleges in India, we are all aware how since 2014 to 2025, the number of medical colleges have completely doubled than the number of medical colleges which were there in 2014. That is, 387 colleges in 2014 have now become almost 780 colleges in 2025, with UG seats also increasing to about 130%. That is 51,348 UG seats in 2014 to 118,190 seats in 2025. Also, the central government is aiming to increase furthermore medical seats, that is about 75,000 seats in the coming next 5 years. So keeping all these in mind and also keeping the recent changes, recent happenings in the medical education, we are all aware, and even from the reports of the LMC, we know that there is at least 30 to 40% of the faculty deficiencies are there across all the medical institutions in India. And especially in the recent 5 years, this has only been amplified in the NMC regime, especially because of the disqualification of the M.Sc medical postgraduates in the non-clinical branches, and especially the microbiology and pharmacology departments, making it to 0% up to the appointments for the M.Sc medical postgraduate qualified in these departments.
Dr. Shashank,
I
I'd like to intervene and ask you, is
Yes, ma'am.
this deficiency more pronounced in smaller cities and the colleges which are far from the capital? Is the
Yeah,
shortfall of doctors,
yes,
is
as
the
far as my
shortfall of
experience
doctors
goes,
more pronounced?
for the last 4 years, I've been working in the Hyderabad city. So this there even in the cities, extreme faculty deficiencies are there even in the cities like Hyderabad, where uh, because of the extreme faculty deficiencies, because of the ghost faculties, because of all these things, medical education is completely disrupted the stage, I can
Right.
say, even in the cities.
Okay. So, how are the colleges managing? How do they manage? If there is a shortfall of 23 to 73% of faculty, how are the colleges managing?
No,
Because
I
students are
said
there.
30 to 40% of the faculty shortages, I said, across the departments, across the medical colleges in the country. In
Hmm.
that, two things are there. One, yes, there is an facility, but I call it as facility because NMC is happily ignoring it for since many years that there are ghost faculties,
Right.
and the faculties are able to make a deal because of these demands. The colleges are unable to find the teaching faculties, and also about to that, the NMC regulations have disqualified MSc medical postgraduates, saying they can only be appointed if they don't find any MD medical postgraduates. Also in the microbiology and pharmacology departments, NMC said for the last 5 years, there should be no appointment with the M.Sc medical postgraduates who come from the non-MBBS background. So all
Right.
these things have abnormally increased the demand for the MD teachers.
Right.
So they could negotiate for the on-roll enrollment. They could negotiate for the higher pace, and all these things have been happening. And
Right.
colleges, because they have to manage the teaching part, they are recruiting M.Sc medical postgraduates that everyone is aware. And most of the colleges, M.Sc medical postgraduates are handling the academics.
Okay. Dr. Anup, I'd like to bring you in at this point. Uh, so, what are the major? I know that we are talking to people from two different sides of the spectrum. So, what are the major arguments against the non-MBBS PhD faculty that exists today in the Indian medical education system?
नमस्कार मैडम।
Namaste, sir.
तो भारतवर्ष ऐसा देश है जहाँ पर इतने सारी पैथीज हैं और सब पैथीज को एक रेगुलेटरी बॉडी है वो रेगुलेट करती है और
जी सर।
उनको सभी की रिकॉग्नाइज्ड डिग्री हैं, रिकॉग्नाइज्ड हैं और प्रैक्टिस के लिए अलाउ करती है। हम आज की मॉडर्न और जो एलोपैथी है उसकी बात करें, चाहे हम आयुष की बात करें, आयुष में भी सबके रेगुलेटरी बॉडी हैं, गवर्निंग बॉडी हैं। आयुष में चाहे हम योगा की बात करें, आयुर्वेद की बात करें, होम्योपैथी की बात करें, सिद्धा की बात करें, किसी की बात करें, सभी की रेगुलेटरी बॉडी है। ऐसी की ऐसी जो मॉडर्न मेडिसिन है जिसमें मैं आता हूँ, मेरी पैथी है एलोपैथी, वो भी आज के टाइम में एविडेंस बेस्ड रैपिड इमरजेंसी केयर के लिए, एडवांस डायग्नोस्टिक सिस्टम के लिए, सर्जरीज के लिए और स्ट्रॉन्ग पब्लिक हेल्थ प्रोटोकॉल के लिए प्रिंसिपल्स रखती है और उन्हीं पे काम करती है। इस सब को हमारी एक रेगुलेटरी बॉडी है जो एनएमसी है वो रेगुलेट करती है। जितनी भी पैथीज हैं उन सबके यूजी पीजी कोर्सेज चलते हैं और उनका एक फिक्स करिकुलम है और फिक्स टाइम पीरियड है, इसमें पूरा करना होता है। एलोपैथी और मॉडर्न मेडिसिन जिसमें मैं आता हूँ उसमें भी अंडर ग्रेजुएट एमबीबीएस हैं, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट एमडीएमएस कोर्सेज हैं, सुपर स्पेशलिटी कोर्सेज हैं, सबका करिकुलम डिसाइड है और सब करिकुलम को स्टार्ट करने, किसी भी कोर्स को स्टार्ट करने के लिए एनएमसी एक एलओपी लेटर ऑफ परमिशन जारी करती है। एनएमसी जब एलओपी जारी करेगी तो उस कॉलेज को इंस्पेक्ट करेगी। इंस्पेक्ट करने के बाद में मिनिमम स्टैंडर्ड रिक्वायरमेंट एमएसआर जिसे बोलते हैं, जिसमें कि फैकल्टी, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर और क्लिनिकल मटेरियल ये सब होगा, तो उसको उस इंस्टीट्यूट के अंदर में ये चाहे वो अंडर ग्रेजुएट कोर्स हो, एमबीबीएस हो, चाहे वो पीजी कोर्स हो, चाहे सुपर स्पेशलिटी कोर्स हो, वो स्टार्ट करने की परमिशन मिलेगी। एक बार जब कोर्स वो स्टार्ट हो गया तो हर ईयर एनएमसी वापस से इंस्पेक्ट करती है, फिजिकली और ऑनलाइन। आजकल एनएमसी ऑनलाइन भी कर रही है। उसमें ये देखती है कि जो कुरिकुलम है सीबीएमई है वो इम्प्लीमेंट हुआ कि नहीं हुआ, उसमें फैकल्टी प्रॉपर है कि नहीं है, उसमें इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्रॉपर है कि नहीं है, और उस कोर्स को चलाने के लिए क्या सभी एनएमसी के रूल फॉलो हो रहे हैं कि नहीं हो रहे हैं। हर साल अगर मान लो किसी इंस्टीट्यूट में इस तरह की कोई डेफिशिएंसी मिलती है, चाहे वो कुरिकुलम से रिलेटेड हो, चाहे वो फैकल्टी डेफिशिएंसी रिलेटेड हो, चाहे वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो या क्लिनिकल मटेरियल हो, तो एनएमसी उसको पेनलाइज करती है।
जी।
तो इसका मतलब ये है कि जिस कोर्स की हम बात कर रहे हैं वो सभी उसके अंदर चाहे यूजी कोर्स हो, पीजी कोर्स हो या सुपर स्पेशलिटी हो, वो सभी एनएमसी के द्वारा रेगुलेट होते हैं कुरिकुलम बेसिस और अदर बेसिस पर। जिस सिस्टम में और कोर्सेज ऐड करके, जैसे कि अभी हम मुद्दे की बात करते हैं, एनएमसी ने 2025 के अंदर एक नया टीयूपी ला करके और फार्माकोलॉजी और माइक्रोबायोलॉजी में नए कोर्सेज जो है, नए एमएससी पीएचडी को ऐड कर दिया है और एनाटॉमी फिजियोलॉजी बायोकेमिस्ट्री में इनको और संख्या बढ़ा दी, 30% कर दी है। तो डॉक्टर सांग कह रहे थे कि नॉन क्लिनिकल, दिस इज ए मिसनोबर। एनएमसी ने ये क्लियर कर दिया है, दिस इज नॉट ए नॉन क्लिनिकल सब्जेक्ट, दीज आर नॉट ए नॉन क्लिनिकल सब्जेक्ट, दीज आर प्री क्लिनिकल, पैराक्लिनिकल एंड क्लिनिकल। So this is clear cut classification of these courses There is
जी.
no non-clinical subject in our system.
Hmm.
So, regarding these 5 subjects, anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, pharmacology और microbiology, जिनमें इन MSc PhD लोगों को इंक्लूड किया है, उनमें उन MSc कोर्सेज को NMC कभी रेगुलेट नहीं करती.
जी.
ये जो MSc PhD MSc कोर्सेज हैं, वो कुछ यूनिवर्सिटी में चलते हैं और यूनिवर्सिटी अपने इंडिया के अंदर जितनी है उनके खुद के प्रोग्राम हैं, वो खुद के हिसाब से अपने कन्वीनियंस के हिसाब से चलाती हैं. कोई 2 साल का चला रही है, कोई 3 साल का चला रही है. लेकिन MBBS में ऐसा नहीं होता. वो अगर उसका फिक्स 5.5 साल का कोर्स 5.5 साल ही चलाएगी. ऐसा नहीं है कि आज राजस्थान में वो 3.5 साल में हो रहा है और गुजरात में जाकर के वो 4 साल में या 3 साल में हो रहा है. लेकिन MSc के जो कोर्सेज हैं, जिनको कोई रेगुलेटरी बॉडी रेगुलेट नहीं करती, ना MSc ना तो NMC करती है और ना ही UGC करती है. ये यूनिवर्सिटी ने अपने खुद के कन्वीनियंस के हिसाब से बनाए हुए हैं और उनमें किसी भी तरह के पेशेंट को देखने का कोई ही कुरिकुलम है ही नहीं. एक तो कुरिकुलम ही नहीं है इनका, दूसरा वो पेशेंट से कभी डील नहीं करते हैं किसी भी सब्जेक्ट में, ना एनाटॉमी, ना फिजियोलॉजी में, ना बायोकेमिस्ट्री में, ना फार्मा और ना ही उसमें माइक्रोबायोलॉजी में. क्या फायदा है पेशेंट का देखने का और क्यों हमें जरूरत है? अगर मान लो मैं फिजियोलॉजी की बात करता हूं जिसमें डॉक्टर शशांक बिलोंग करते हैं, किसी हर्ट साउंड को जो कि इन्हें पढ़ाना पड़ेगा, ये डेफिनेटली बात है कि हर्ट साउंड डॉक्टर शशांक को पढ़ानी पड़ेगी. अगर डॉक्टर शशांक ने कभी माइटल स्टेनोसिस का पेशेंट देखा नहीं है, तो वो कभी नहीं बता सकता ओपनिंग स्नैप क्या होती है. कभी उसने एट्रियल स्टेनोसिस नहीं देखा है, पेशेंट नहीं देखा है, तो वो नहीं बता पाएगा कि इजेक्शन क्लिक क्या है. अगर पेरिकार्डाइटिस का पेशेंट नहीं देखा है, तो फ्रिक्शन और रब क्या होती है वो कभी जिंदगी में नहीं बता सकता. और जो कि बहुत जरूरी है, बिना उसके अगर हम स्टूडेंट को पढ़ाएंगे तो वो आधी अधूरी. और इवन देन बीपी लेना सिखाते हैं फिजियोलॉजी के अंदर. सबसे पहले ये सब्जेक्ट का ही एक पार्ट है. बीपी लेते समय एक नॉर्मल बीपी सिखा देंगे, लेकिन जब तक लो बीपी, हाई बीपी की पेशेंट नहीं देखा होगा, डॉक्टर शशांक ने कभी मेजर नहीं किया होगा, तो बता ही नहीं सकते हैं. सिमिलरली अगर मान लो डॉक्टर शशांक को रेस्पिरेटरी साउंड्स को पढ़ाना है, ये पढ़ाना ही पड़ेगा, डेफिनेटली पढ़ाना ही पड़ेगा अगर इस सिस्टम में आ रहे हैं तो डॉक्टर शशांक को अगर रेस्पिरेटरी साउंड्स पढ़ानी है, तो ब्रोंकाई क्या होती हैं, बेसिकली वीज क्या होती हैं, जब तक कि अस्थमा का पेशेंट नहीं देखा होगा नहीं बता सकते हैं. जब तक कि रिलेटेड कोई पेशेंट नहीं देखा हो तो बता ही नहीं सकते हैं. मैं शशांक की बात नहीं कर रहा, मैं किसी भी सब्जेक्ट को, आप फार्मा में लीजिए, फार्मा में जब तक कि बहुत सारी ड्रग्स हैं, उनके साइड इफेक्ट आते हैं. साइड इफेक्ट का, जैसे मान लो एक छोटी सी ड्रग ले हम, उसका साइड इफेक्ट रेसेस है. रेसेस के बहुत टाइप होते हैं. मैकुलर रेसेस होते हैं, एरप्शंस होते हैं, फिफ्थ ड्रग एरप्शंस होते हैं, अर्टिकेरिया होते हैं. हर ड्रग का जब तक अर्टिकेरिया पेशेंट नहीं देखा, जब तक कि मैकुलर रेसेस का पेशेंट नहीं देखा, एरिथमिया का पेशेंट नहीं देखा, तो एक फार्माकोलॉजी में MSc करा हुआ फैकल्टी वो स्टूडेंट्स को बता ही नहीं सकता, जो कि बताना भी जरूरी है स्टूडेंट्स को. सिमिलरली सब्जेक्ट है, एनाटॉमी में अगर MSc PhD करा हुआ कोई अगर कैंडिडेट आता है, MSc करा हुआ, जिसका किसी भी रेगुलेटरी बॉडी ने कभी रेगुलेट नहीं किया, न कितने साल कराया है, कभी पेशेंट नहीं देखे, उसको ग्लूटियल रीजन की मसल्स पढ़ानी है. अगर मसल पढ़ाते समय वो जब तक ये नहीं बताएगा कि इंट्रामस्कुलर इंजेक्शन कहाँ लगता है, क्योंकि उसने कभी जिंदगी में इंट्रामस्कुलर इंजेक्शन लगाया ही नहीं, इंट्रावेनस इंजेक्शन लगाया नहीं. इंट्रामस्कुलर इंजेक्शन के बाद में अगर मान लो कोई एब्सेस होते हैं, तो एब्सेस कभी देखे ही नहीं. एब्सेस होने के बाद में एब्सेस को कैसे ट्रेन करते हैं, IND कैसे करते हैं, IND कभी करी ही नहीं, तो कैसे वो उन अंडर ग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट्स को पढ़ा पाएगा. तो बेसिकली मैं कि बिना बेड साइड टीचिंग के, बिना बेड साइड लर्निंग के मेडिसिन को पढ़ाना, सर्जरी को पढ़ाना, ये बहुत ही मुश्किल है मैडम, बहुत मुश्किल है.
Yeah, Dr. Singh, that's a very important point that you're making, that patient care should not be compromised and patient-oriented education dena chahiye, especially to people who are directly in touch with the patient. Dr. Shashank, I would like you to respond to that. And Dr. Rohit also, I want to ask you, अगर if a faculty is coming in with 10 years of education, of having taught himself, you are doing your undergraduate, you're doing your master's, you're doing your PhD, so you've already put in 10 years of education. And then when you say that, you are not equipped to teach subjects like physiology, biochemistry, pharmacology, microbiology, uh, does it, is it so difficult that you can't, that you are unable to teach?
So, can I give you an example?
Sure. Sure.
So, somebody who's driving a two-wheeler for 10 years, expert in driving a two-wheeler, if he is asked to teach someone to drive a car, can he do that? It's a very basic question. And moreover, he does not have a license to drive a car. So, is he legally authorized to drive a car? Number one, and number two, can he drive a car because he has never driven it because he knows how to drive a two-wheeler. So you
Dr.
answer my
Shashank?
question.
Yeah, Dr. Shashank, would
I
you like
will
to
answer.
take?
Yes, I would like to answer. The very first thing I would like to ask you, Dr. Anup Singh Gujjar, sir. You are aware I am graduated from a medical institution, right? I'm graduated from SVS Medical College under Dr. India University of Health Sciences. That is one thing. And all our members are graduated from medical institutions only. They hold medical postgraduate qualifications from medical institutions awarded under Faculty of Medicine. And they hold medical PhD qualifications awarded under Faculty of Medicine. Another point, and I'm hoping you are a graduate from the SN Medical College, both MBBS and post-graduation. So I'm sure you must have had the teachers of M.Sc medicine qualifications in your institution. You must have had students, that is postgraduate students of M.Sc medicine post-graduation alongside you when you are doing your post-graduation. You must have also taught M.Sc medicine postgraduate students in your institution when you worked as a teacher there. So are you saying, or are you implying that Rajasthan University of Health Sciences, which is conducting these courses in government medical colleges in Rajasthan, is it producing underqualified M.Sc medicine postgraduates who are trained in the medical institutions only? And another point, you are saying we don't see the patients. Sir, I understand that you're coming from the MBBS background. Are you saying that the experience that you gained during the MBBS tenure is sufficient for all over the period, that is throughout the lifetime? Are you saying that we are seeing the patients in our departments? We are not seeing the patients in the departments. Are you saying continuous practice is not necessary for MBBS graduates who are doing teaching in these subjects? And also, you were saying that one must hold medical licenses. Sir, once you hold medical license after MBBS, are you saying that should be valid for lifetime without any medical practice?
It's not valid for lifetime. It has to be renewed. You must be aware it has to be renewed every 10 years or 5 years.
I understand. I understand that should be renewed unless you are continuously in medical practice.
Absolutely.
Right.
So it has to be renewed. So the medical councils, they have a mechanism to see that you are continuing your practice, and then you have to renew it, similar to a driving license on the roads, because you
Yes,
can't drive any vehicle on the road without your license. So
yeah, exactly.
we are talking of humans health. We are talking about.
Sir,
तो
exactly.
सर
I want to add one more point.
मैं एक चीज क्लियर कर देता हूँ
I want to add one more point. I want to add one more
Dr.
point.
Shashank, just hold on. Let Dr. Singh make his point. Yes.
मैं क्लियर कर देता हूँ. जब एनएमसी का इंस्पेक्शन होता है तो जिस फैकल्टी का अगर रजिस्ट्रेशन रिन्यू नहीं होता है उसे कंसीडर नहीं करते हैं, उसको कंसीडर नहीं करते हैं. दूसरी बात ये, जिस मेरे कॉलेज की बात कर रहे थे, वहां पर एमएससी पीएचडी कोर्स एमएससी कोर्स होता है लेकिन कोई अटेंडेंस तक नहीं होती. तीन साल का कोर्स है, लेकिन 3 साल में कोई 2.5 साल आता है, कोई 2 साल आता है. लेकिन मेडिकल का जहां एमएस हो रही है, जहां एमबीबीएस हो रही है, वहां 80% से कम अटेंडेंस एमबीबीएस में नहीं हो सकती और सिमिलरली 80% से कम एमडी एमएस में नहीं हो सकती. तो क्योंकि हर कोर्स को रेगुलेट कर रही है एनएमसी और यहाँ पर रेगुलेट कर रही है यूनिवर्सिटी का कोई इंस्पेक्शन ही नहीं होता. कभी भी इंस्पेक्शन नहीं होता और कभी भी इस चीज को दोबारा से कभी इसको देखा ही नहीं जाता। एक बार कोर्स स्टार्ट हो गया, उसका स्टार्ट कैसे हुआ ये भी नहीं पता। तो इसलिए और पेशेंट देखने का ऐसा है क्योंकि अभी सीबीएमई कोर्स स्टार्ट हुआ है 2019 से एनएमसी के द्वारा, उसमें अर्ली क्लिनिकल एक्सपोजर बहुत जरूरी है। मैं जब वो पूरा कंपैरिजन पढ़ रहा था मैडम पूरे वर्ल्ड का, तो वर्ल्ड के अंदर में मैक्सिमम जगह अर्ली क्लिनिकल एक्सपोजर था, मैक्सिमम जगह केस बेस्ड लर्निंग का प्रोसीजर था।
डॉक्टर
और
सिंह,
वो
बट
था
हमारे कॉलेजेस, हमारे जो इंडियन मेडिकल सिस्टम में कॉलेजेस जो हैं, आपका तो फर्स्ट ईयर से पेशेंट एक्सपोजर तो शुरू हो जाता है।
यस
तो ये कोई
यस
जरूरी
यस
नहीं है कि सिर्फ फिजियोलॉजी, बायोकेमिस्ट्री, फार्माकोलॉजी और माइक्रोबायोलॉजी वाले ही, इट इज अप टू देम टू एक्सपोज दीज चिल्ड्रन। दे आर एनीवे एक्सपोज्ड, so what they are learning is what they will practice in the hospital. So why are we burdening only these particular 4 subjects to expose them to the patients? The children are
Madam,
being exposed.
I want to add one thing here. Dr. Gujjar sir is speaking about regulation of the courses. That's exactly what we should be addressing now. Since our courses are disowned by the NMC unethically and illegally, though they are conducted in the NMC recognized medical institutions only, and it keeps on saying you must be graduated from NMC recognized medical institutions only. What is the point in saying that we must be graduated from NMC
No,
medical?
no. I'd like to bring Dr. Rohit into this debate, please, sir.
Yeah. So to answer his question, there is a Supreme Court judgment 30 years back that MBBS is a precondition to register in medical council. So this actually medical MScs, these courses were developed for when there were no MD or MS courses, so they were developed post MBBS. So we had doctors who were MBBS and MSc. But the prerequisite for MBBS, the bachelor course, was always MBBS. So this has been developed by few medical colleges. But if it had been legal, then they would have been allowed registration. So it all automatically speaks itself that because they are not allowed registration in any medical council, so why? They have to answer why they are not allowed. And even there have been litigations going on since last 20-30 years, but they have never
Yes.
been
So
allowed
this is
to
a
register.
topic which has
And
never, yeah. This is a topic which has never died out. This
no,
debate
and
has
in
been
fact,
going on for 30,
no,
for 30 decades.
no,
Yeah,
it's
for 3 decades now. Yeah, for 3 decades now.
yeah.
And why is there no solution to it?
So now in 2021, the government has brought in National Commission for Allied and Healthcare Professionals Act, which is
Yes.
a commission like NMC for the people who were paramedical. Now they are called Allied and Healthcare Professionals. So these people are being registered in the ANCAP, that is Allied and Healthcare Professional Act. They are registered under that. So why the government has created two different streams, NMC and ANCAP? There is a reason to it. So they are eligible to register in NCAP and not NMC. So there is
Dr.
a reason
Shashank,
to it.
Dr. Shashank, would you like to respond?
I think all these questions will be answered in my PPT. Okay, how come non-MBBS people are doing these courses, and how come NMC is not recognizing, and how come we are not registered in the NMC? All these things I'll answer in the PPT so that you can have the evidence and facts-based explanation.
Okay, so we'd like to take our audience to two presentations that we'll be having right now. We have two presentations. One is from Dr. Anup Singh, who gives us his perspective on the whole subject, followed by the presentation by Dr. Shashank. Dr. Anup, if we could start with you, please.
Okay. So, ma'am, this is a RTA reply of NMC. NMC clearly mentioned the reply of the question. NMC does not regulate MSc and PhD courses. तो जैसे मैंने पहले कहा आपसे, हमारी पैथी के अंदर जितने भी कोर्स चलते हैं वो रेगुलेट होते हैं, उनका कुरिकुलम डिसाइड होता है, लेकिन एनएमसी क्लियर मना कर रही है यहाँ पर कि हम एमएससी पीएचडी को हम रेगुलेट ही नहीं करते, हमारा इससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है। ये एनएमसी का डॉक्यूमेंट है जिसको मैं दिखा रहा हूँ। सिमिलरली नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। यहाँ भी इस स्लाइड इसमें भी एनएमसी ने ये कहा है कि कोर्स कुरिकुलम पूछा और कितने टाइम का होता है, कब कब कौन से कॉलेज में स्टार्ट होता है, ये सब के बारे में कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन एनएमसी के पास नहीं है। कभी स्टार्ट ही नहीं किया, कभी एलओपी नहीं ली इन कोर्सेज के लिए। एलओपी लेना, लेटर ऑफ परमिशन लेना बहुत जरूरी है, वो कभी लिया ही नहीं, कभी स्टार्ट ही नहीं हुआ। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। दिस इज रिप्लाई फ्रॉम द यूजीसी। तो एनएमसी एक रेगुलेटरी बॉडी है, उसने मना कर दिया। यूजीसी मना करती है कि दीज कोर्सेज प्रोग्राम्स आर नॉट अप्रूव्ड बाय यूजीसी। ये सब वहाँ की जो लोकल काउंसिल होती है वहाँ की, या उस सब्जेक्ट की मेडिकल काउंसिल होती है, वो रेगुलेट करेगी, और एनएमसी ने मना ही कर दिया। उससे पहले नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। उससे पहले जो हमारी रेगुलेटरी बॉडी थी एमसीआई, उससे भी हमने पूछा। एमसीआई ने भी क्लियर कट बोला, मैटर डज नॉट अंडर परव्यू ऑफ काउंसिल एज द मैटर ऑफ रिकॉग्निशन ऑफ एमएससी पीएचडी इज बियॉन्ड द परव्यू ऑफ काउंसिल। मीन्स कि एनएमसी से पहले जो रेगुलेटरी बॉडी थी वो भी इन कोर्सेज को कोई इनके परव्यू में नहीं आता था। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। और साथ ही साथ देखिए मैडम क्या है, एनएमसी के अंदर बहुत सेक्शन है। एक सेक्शन है टीक्यू, एक सेक्शन है सीबीएमई जिसमें कोर्स करिकुलम यूजी पीजी का करते हैं, पीजीएमई यूजीएमई। तीसरा सेक्शन है एमएआरबी जो इंस्पेक्ट करता है। तो एक सेक्शन जहां पर टीक्यू चलता है वहां कभी मिस स्टेप हो गया पुराने टाइम में भी, और 2025 में भी मिस स्टेप ले लिया। प्लीज पहले प्रीवियस स्लाइड, प्लीज प्रीवियस स्लाइड पाइए। हाँ, तो मिस स्टेप हुआ 2025 में दोबारा से, पहले हो गया था जिसमें कि एमएससी पीएचडी को एंटर कराया इसमें, इस सिस्टम के अंदर। और इस मिस स्टेप में सिर्फ एक सेक्शन में टीक्यू में। दूसरा जो एमएआरबी है वो क्लियर कट कहता है, ये इस अगर हम देखेंगे, ये एनएमसी का डॉक्यूमेंट है, कोर्सेज विच आर नॉट परमिटेड रिकॉग्नाइज्ड बाय एनएमसी or which do not come within the purview of NMC need not be taken to consider for calculating the teaching faculty। तो एनएमसी के टीक्यू डिपार्टमेंट में कहीं गड़बड़ हो गई है, मिस स्टेप हो गया है, ले लिया है, लेकिन और डिपार्टमेंट उसके जो सेक्शन है वो क्लियर कट अभी भी आज भी सीबीएमई में अगर हम देखें तो साफ लिखा है कि एग्जामिनर एमबीबीएस ही होगा, एमएससी पीएचडी एग्जाम हो ही नहीं सकता। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। और मैं एक ये आपके इस पे देख रहा था, इस पे लिखा है शशांक कामली एमएससी मेडिसिन। तो मैंने पूरा मैडम 1960 से लेके अब तक के गजट नोटिफिकेशन देखे यूजीसी के, मुझे कहीं भी एमएससी मेडिसिन नहीं मिला फ्रेंकली स्पीकिंग। जो कि क्या होता है, यूजीसी के डिग्री का नॉमेनक्लेचर है वो डिसाइड होता है। जितने भी इंडिया के अंदर डिग्रीज चल रही हैं उन सबका नॉमेनक्लेचर है वो यूजीसी डिसाइड करता है। इवन देन हमारे कोर्स है एमबीबीएस है, एमएस एमडी है, और उसके बाद एमसीएच है या डीएम है, सभी का नॉमेनक्लेचर। इवन देन लॉ के कोर्सेज हैं, इवन देन आयुर्वेदिक के कोर्सेज हैं, जो भी कोर्सेज दुनिया के अंदर इंडिया के अंदर चल रहे हैं उन सबका नॉमेनक्लेचर यूजीसी डिसाइड करता है। लेकिन मुझे कहीं भी एमएससी मेडिसिन ये कोर्स कहीं मिला ही नहीं मैडम। तो आप देखिए एफएक्स एक बॉडी है मीडिया हाउस की, जहां पर कोई आदमी अपने आप को एमएससी मेडिसिन कह रहा है। एमएससी मतलब इसका मतलब है कि जैसे मास्टर ऑफ एमएससी इन मैथमेटिक्स, एमएससी इन केमिस्ट्री। अगर एमएससी इन मैथमेटिक्स लिख रहा है इसका मतलब वो एमएससी मैथमेटिक्स में मास्टर डिग्री रखता है। सिमिलरली इस सेंटेंस का मतलब हुआ एमएससी इन मेडिसिन।
In fact, I would request Hindu also.
Yeah, एमएससी मेडिसिन का मतलब हुआ ही इज मास्टर इन मेडिसिन। तो मेडिसिन डिपार्टमेंट में इन्होंने मास्टरी करी, मेडिसिन में इन्होंने मास्टरी करी, इसका मतलब ये हुआ। और देन पीएचडी स्टूडेंट मेडिसिन एंड अगर ये मेडिसिन में अगर करी है, मान लो यूजीसी नहीं मानती, एनएमसी नहीं मानती, तो अगर किसी यूनिवर्सिटी ने इनको ऐसी डिग्री दे भी दी है तो इनको असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर होना चाहिए मेडिसिन के अंदर, ना कि फिजियोलॉजी के अंदर, और जहां पर पेशेंट देखने चाहिए इनको। तो डॉक्टर शशांक से मैं पूछूं कितने पेशेंट देखे आज तक, कितने पेशेंट देखे, और क्या ये पेशेंट देखने के लिए इनके पास लाइसेंस है? अगर नहीं है तो इतने बड़े मीडिया हाउस में इन्होंने कितनी बड़ी, और ये तो आपके सामने दी, इसका मतलब दुनिया में कितना तरह का ये फैलाते होंगे। ये
In fact, I would request Hindu to investigate this.
यस, एक तरह का भ्रम फैला रहे हैं कि हम सब कुछ इवन देन अभी आपके सामने कह रहे हैं कि दिस इज नॉन क्लिनिकल सब्जेक्ट, जबकि एनएमसी ने क्लियर कह दिया है कि दिस इज नॉट ए नॉन क्लिनिकल सब्जेक्ट, दिस इज ए प्री क्लिनिकल, पैरा क्लिनिकल और क्लिनिकल सब्जेक्ट। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। These are the degrees जहां पर एनएमसी जो यूजीसी है जो डिग्रीज को अकॉर्डिंग बेसिकली इनको नॉमेनक्लेचर देता है। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। तो दिस इज फ्रॉम स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 1958। So these are the bachelor degree, master degree, doctor degrees, all these. Next slide please, next slide। So the question arise here, कौन पढ़ाएगा फ्यूचर डॉक्टर को? तो ये डाटा है 2015-16 का, जब आधे कॉलेज थे, आज दुगने कॉलेज हो गए, तब ये डाटा है 45,164 पीजी सीट है हमारे पास में। इनसे पास होकर के कहाँ जाएंगे लोग? ये इनको पढ़ाएंगे यूजी को। सिमिलरली ऐसे के ऐसे 54,000 सीटें थी यूजी की, आज 1,15,000 के आसपास होगी। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। और आप सब्जेक्ट स्पेसिफिक आ जाइए। एनाटॉमी में आज की तारीख में 1228 पीजी सीटें हैं, बायोकेमिस्ट्री में एमडी एमएस 1125 हैं, फिजियोलॉजी में 1263 है, फार्माकोलॉजी में 1329 है, माइक्रोबायोलॉजी में 1607 है। ये सब पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट जो डॉक्टर्स हैं, ये सब पढ़ाने का काम करेंगे, यही फ्यूचर के डॉक्टर्स को ट्रेन करेंगे। और कोई भी ऐसा चाहे आयुष की कोई भी देखे, योगा देखे, यूनानी देखे, सिद्धा, होम्योपैथी, बीएमएस कोई भी देखे, उनमें पढ़ाने के लिए उनके सब्जेक्ट का स्पेसिफाइड या उनके जो रेगुलेटरी बॉडी है उसमें रजिस्टर्ड आदमी फैकल्टी ही पढ़ाने की लिए परमिट करते हैं, कहीं भी नहीं करते। तो अगर 780 कॉलेज हैं, 780 कॉलेज में हर साल 2 से ज्यादा कितने चाहिए? हमारे पास तो उसके दुगने से ज्यादा हो जाएंगे, दुगने से ज्यादा है। एमएस एनाटॉमी करा हुआ कहाँ जाएगा? एमडी एनाटॉमी करा हुआ कहाँ जाएगा? तो हमारे पास में डेफिशिएंसी है ही नहीं। ये एनएमसी का जो एक टीचिंग डिपार्टमेंट है उसकी गलती है, और उसने कभी असेस नहीं किया कि हमारे पास इतने पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट और अंडर ग्रेजुएट डॉक्टर्स हैं जो कि इन कॉलेजों में पढ़ाएंगे। वो अगर असेस करते हैं, इवन देन जब एनएमसी में 2019 में एनएमसी आई, तो सीबीएमई कुरिकुलम जब स्टार्ट किया तो उन्होंने असेस किया, और फार्माकोलॉजी और माइक्रोबायोलॉजी क्योंकि पता है कि इतने सारे डॉक्टर हैं हमारे पास में, और अर्ली क्लिनिकल एक्सपोजर या सीबीएमई को लागू करना है, तो यही पढ़ा पाएंगे, डॉक्टर ही पढ़ा पाएंगे, ग्रेजुएट ही पढ़ा पाएंगे। इसलिए उन्होंने कम किया। अब वापस से फिर बहुत बड़ा मिस स्टेप लिया है टीपी डिपार्टमेंट ने, जो कि बहुत गलत है, इतने सारे पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट होने के बाद में भी। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। तो सीधा स्लाइड, अगर एक वेटरनरी कॉलेज में एनिमल एनाटॉमी को पढ़ाने के लिए, एनिमल फिजियोलॉजी को पढ़ाने के लिए, एनिमल बायोकेमिस्ट्री को पढ़ाने के लिए, अगर वहां पर भी किसी बिना रजिस्टर्ड प्रैक्टिशनर को या वेटरनरी ग्रेजुएट को अलाउ नहीं करते, तो ऐसी क्या दिक्कत आ गई कि ह्यूमन बॉडी के साथ में इस तरह से खेला जा रहा है, जिसकी कहीं रजिस्ट्रेशन नहीं है, जिसकी कोई डिग्री का अता पता नहीं है। इवन देन पीएचडी ऐसी हो रही है जिनका मेरे पास में रिकॉर्ड है, जो मिनिमम 3 साल में होना चाहिए, 2.5 साल में कर रहे हैं लोग बात, और वो भी डिस्टेंस से कर रहे हैं। एक जगह सरकारी कॉलेज में उनकी नौकरी चल रही है, और दूसरी जगह मेरे पास डाटा है, मैं डाटा शेयर कर सकता हूं कहीं भी, जो कि सरकारी कॉलेज में रेगुलर नौकरी कर रहे हैं और पीएचडी चल रही है दूसरे स्टेट में, डिस्ट्रिक्ट दूसरे शहर में नहीं, दूसरे स्टेट में जाके पीएचडी कर रहे हैं। कोई देखने वाला नहीं।
डॉक्टर सिंह, हमारे पास बहुत सारे कमेंट्स भी आए हैं, बिकॉज़ वी आर लाइव।
मैं बस 2 मिनट में कंप्लीट करता हूं।
आई वांट टू आस्क यू अ रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन। This is a very interesting question, and it's by Dr. Neeraj Bedi, who's live with us, and he's asked what about ghost faculty, and he says that this is an open secret. अब हम बोल रहे हैं कि हमारे पास इतने सारे graduates हैं,
Yeah.
तो ये कहाँ जा रहे हैं? क्यों नहीं आ रहे हैं? Why aren't they coming back into the system? If you're saying इतने
मैं
सारे
इसका जवाब
graduates,
देता हूँ मैडम। तो मैं
where are
जवाब
they
देता
going?
हूँ मैडम, मैं जवाब देता हूँ। एनएमसी का जो आप घोस्ट फैकल्टी बात कर रहे हैं, एक डिपार्टमेंट होता है एमएआरवी। अब एमएआरवी ने इतना अच्छा कर दिया, घोस्ट फैकल्टी पुरानी बात हो गई, अब आज की तारीख में नहीं है। अब बायोमेट्रिक अटेंडेंस सिस्टम लग गया है। बायोमेट्रिक अटेंडेंस सिस्टम से हर एक फैकल्टी का डाटा है उस कॉलेज के अंदर, और साथ ही साथ जो आप सेकंड
Ghost
क्वेश्चन
faculty is not an old phenomenon. We all know that ghost faculty is very much there.
फैकल्टी है ही नहीं मैडम, कहीं भी नहीं हो सकती, क्योंकि एवास सिस्टम जो है उससे आपको उस कॉलेज के अंदर अटेंडेंस लगानी ही पड़ेगी विद इन 100 मीटर के दायरे में रह के, 100 मीटर के दायरे में। ये एनएमसी का एमएआरवी सिस्टम, एमएआरवी डिपार्टमेंट अच्छी तरह से कर रहा है इसको। और दूसरी
Dr.
बात
Jain,
जैसे
would you like to explain something? Sir, Dr. Jain has
So-
something to say. Let's listen to him.
Yeah. So, my opinion, I think it would echo with others also, that if there is any ghost faculty, they should simply put behind the bars. We are not with them. They should be put behind the bars.
Absolutely. So how many faculty has been put behind the bar?
मैडम, तो आपका दूसरा क्वेश्चन था कि इतने सारे पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट निकल रहे तो जा कहाँ रहे हैं। मेरे पास डाटा है पीएससी सीएससी पे जाकर, क्योंकि जो गवर्नमेंट सिस्टम से जो अपने सरकारी नौकरी से पीजी करने आए थे वो वापस वो पीएससी सीएससी भेज दिए हैं, वो एज ए एमबीबीएस काम कर रहे हैं आज भी। क्योंकि कुछ जगह वो रेगुलेटरी जो बॉडीज हैं स्टेट लेवल पर या कॉलेज लेवल पर, वो उनको अपॉइंट नहीं कर रही है, उनको मौका ही नहीं दे रही है। सीएससी पे एक एमएस एनाटॉमी का क्या काम है, वो वहां लगा रखा है, उनको वहां में लगा रखा है जहां पर पीएससी सीएससी है। तो हमारे पास में आज की तारीख में डाटा है, लेकिन एनएमसी ने टीकी डिपार्टमेंट ने ये एक्सरसाइज नहीं करी। ये बहुत बुरा स्टेप लिया है, बिना एक्सरसाइज करे ये इन्होंने इस तरह से इंक्लूजन किया है, और जो कि एक सिस्टम को खराब करने वाला है, हमारे मेडिकल सिस्टम को।
presentation, please.
नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड।
Dr. Singh, we'll have to wind up because we have more presentations and there are a lot of questions, there are a lot of comments.
बस फॉर 1 मिनट हम अगर नर्सिंग स्टाफ को भी हम अलाउ करते हैं पेशेंट के साथ डील करने के लिए, तो हम ये कहते हैं कि उसका वो नर्सिंग काउंसिल में रजिस्टर है कि नहीं है। अगर टेक्नीशियन करते हो पैरामेडिकल काउंसिल में रजिस्टर है कि नहीं है। सिमिलरली कोई भी हम पेशेंट से रिलेटेड अगर हम कोई एंटर कराते हैं तो कोई ना कोई काउंसिल में रजिस्टर होना चाहिए। हमारे सिर्फ एमएससी पीएचडी ऐसे हैं हमारे मेडिकल कॉलेजों में घुसा दिए अंदर, और कहीं ना रजिस्टर्ड है, ना उनकी कोई डिग्री है, ना कोई मान्यता प्राप्त है। और नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। तो हमारी एक ही रिकमेंडेशन है कि जिसने कभी पेशेंट नहीं देखा है वो पेशेंट पेशेंट को देखने के लिए तैयार करने वाला डॉक्टर नहीं बना सकता। जिसने कभी पानी में पैर नहीं रखा है वो गोताखोरों को सिखाने की हिम्मत नहीं रख सकता। कभी भी इन्होंने नीट में पास नहीं हुए, नीट एग्जाम, नीट यूजी, और नीट यूजी करा हुआ एक कैंडिडेट मेडिकल कॉलेज में आता है, जबरदस्ती उनको थोपा गया है ऐसी फैकल्टी से जिन्होंने कभी इस फील्ड में आए नहीं, जिन्होंने पैर ही नहीं रखा पानी में, और गोताखोरों को सिखाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। तो ये इस मेडिकल सिस्टम को खराब कर देगा। ये टीक्यू का जो सेक्शन है एनएमसी का, उसको ये तुरंत सही करना चाहिए, अदरवाइज फ्यूचर के डॉक्टर कैसे बनेंगे और किस तरह से एंट्री होती है, भ्रष्टाचार कितना है। आपने 30% अलाउ किया है, कहीं भी ऐसा नहीं होगा 30 नहीं 40% होंगे, 50% होंगे, इसको रेगुलेट नहीं हो पाएंगे। इसलिए इस सिस्टम को पूरा ध्वस्त कर देंगे। मेरा यही रिकमेंडेशन है कि मेडिकल।
Thank you, Dr. Singh. Because we are running terribly short of time, I'd like to bring in Dr. Shashank. He also has a PPT and we'd like to begin, please.
My PPT, is it visible, madam?
It'll come up in a minute.
Okay, not that one. Actually, I added a few
We have a
slides.
small request. If you could,
Yes,
just highlight points that you want to say and specify what
Yes.
you want to say.
Is it possible to zoom in a little so that everyone can see that?
You want us to zoom in on the point that is tick marked.
Yes, yes. Even the first para also.
Why don't you
Even the
read
first
it out?
para.
So why don't you just read it out?
Okay, okay. I will read it. It is a clarification from the MCI to the Dr. ALM PGI Institute of Basic Medical Sciences in Chennai, seeking clarity regarding M.Sc course in Basic Medical Sciences for the science graduates offered by the University of Madras. So for this, the MCI has answered that M.Sc/Ph.D. qualifications being offered to medical sciences graduates by various institutions in India are no longer taken up for the purpose of consideration of recognition of these qualifications by this council, and accordingly previous practice to include these qualifications in the first schedule of IMC Act 1956 after consideration and approval by the council stands discontinued. However, the candidates with M.Sc/Ph.D. in basic medical subjects, notwithstanding the consideration of recognition of the qualification, still remain eligible for the consideration of recruitment for the teaching post in the Department of Non-Clinical Basic Subjects in the medical institutions, it says. So what I want to say is, here the major culprit is the MCI, erstwhile MCI, and the NMC, which play this thing, where our qualifications were recognized medical qualifications, and still they are recognized medical qualifications as per IMC Act, even though they state that they are not following that. They should be following that because we have the right to register with the state medical register and the national medical register, because ours are the recognized medical qualifications as per the IMC Act 1956 and also as per the NMC Act 2019. And to substantiate these claims, I have responses from the institutions such as AIDS also, and also evading responses from the institutions such as JIGMAR also, where all the medical courses conducted in these institutions should be recognized medical qualifications as per the IMC Act or NMC Act. And coming to the private medical institutions, of course, when NMC itself has taken up the responsibility to regulate these courses, and they gave the complete freedom to these private medical institutions that they can run on their whims and fancies. So there is no point of asking these institutions the recognition status. And of course, the Gandhi Medical College in Bhopal, which has M.Sc Medical Biochemistry running in this department, until recently it has run that course where both MBBS graduates and also non-MBBS graduates have pursued this course, and they are recruited in the same department as teaching faculties. Whereas
I'd like to interrupt you here. Dr. Shashank, I'd like to interrupt you here and take a question again from one of our viewers. We have Dr. Harsh Patel. He has a very interesting question. He asks that, there is a problem of many fake PhD holders who come in from distance learning PhD and then get appointed as faculty in medical colleges. So what is the percentage of this dilution happening? Because after all, you are dealing with human lives. I mean, you are a mistake by a faculty is a mistake. I mean, somebody pays for it dearly. So how do we address a problem of this magnitude?
That is by recognizing our qualifications. That is by regulating our qualifications by the NMC. That is the only answer to this. Because NMC is saying we should be getting qualifications from the NMC recognized medical institutions, both the MSc qualifications and PhD qualifications. At the same time, it's giving free hands. When it is giving free hands to the institutions, definitely institutions
so you're
have
saying
the liberty.
Bring in more regulation, bring in a more structured program.
By the NMC itself. By the NMC is not.
Yeah, sorry. Would you like, Dr. Jain, would you like to please?
So they are insisting upon NMC registration, wherein again, I could not show you, but I told you there is National Allied Healthcare Professionals Act, which has already come up by the government, and they are to register in that. So that gives all the answers.
You cannot speak like that. You cannot speak. I am a recognized medical postgraduate qualification holder as per the IMC Act. I can show you the IMC Act. I can show you.
And his RTI also speaks itself that they have discontinued. Why? He is himself giving the answer. They have discontinued.
No. They have discontinued.
He is simply misinterpreting.
No, sir. Legally, to the IMC Act, if they want to withdraw any qualification, there is a procedure. They have not followed such procedure. They continue to say that we should be acquiring qualifications from NMC recognized medical. What is the point of saying that we should be studying in medical institutions for more than 10 years, only to say that subject to availability of MD teachers? That too for in cases like NEET 0 percentile, where the candidate who could not even get 0 marks or who have secured minus marks is getting into PG, and we will be teaching the medical students. You are not worried about the quality of education. that person who is securing 0 marks or minus marks in the NEET PG, first of all, how come he qualified MBBS examination? That's I wonder. How come he practiced with MBBS? And the
Who
secretary of
stops you from
NMC.
qualifying? Who stops you from qualifying the examination, boss? Who stops you? We are not stopping you. It's open for everybody,
No,
whether reserved or
that's what I'm
unreserved.
saying.
It's open. It's a transparent
When we
thing.
speak of quality, without merit there comes no quality, sir. Without merit there comes no quality. You are saying
That is what we are saying, obviously.
then how the candidate with 0 marks or minus marks can be
A
given
lawyer
PG?
also even cannot become a judge. A munshi cannot become a judge, and air hostess cannot
Yes,
become a
yes,
pilot because the qualifications
yes.
are different.
You are not
I
There is
answering
am
my
no point
question.
in
having
argument.
When
enough
It's
we,
different.
knowledge. I am having enough
A
knowledge.
commerce graduate cannot become a chartered accountant. The qualifications are
uh,
different.
can you please proceed with my PPT so that we will cover the points, otherwise we'll lose the points. Okay, from 20
You fight
onwards. From
against
20
reservation.
onwards.
You fight against reservation. We are also
Dr.
with
Jain,
you.
Dr. Jain, let him
Yeah.
finish his presentation.
From 20
We
onwards.
also welcome Dr. Parashar.
Good evening.
नमस्कार सर,
In
नमस्कार
fact,
सर.
I was and joining.
We have a presentation by Dr. Shashank. So please continue.
From 20 onwards. Slide number 20. So these are our founding members who come from varied backgrounds, UG backgrounds. Please go to the slide number 20. I'll brief them. Slide number 20. I don't want to miss out the important points. Yes. Here you can see, starting from 1960s at AIMS, the course is conducted and the eligibility criteria for the entry into this course is both MBBS and non-MBBS. That is BDS, BBSc, B Pharmacy, etc., etc. If you go to the previous slide, RUHS will be there. Previous slide, please. Previous slide. Here, someone was, Dr. Gurjar was asking M.Sc medicine, where did it came from? Sir, kindly look into this. Kindly zoom the RUHS screenshot, website screenshot. There it is mentioned M.Sc medicine clearly. And you are saying it is not mentioned in the UGC. I will share with another document also where it is clearly mentioned M.Sc medicine postgraduate courses that are run in the RUHS. Please proceed further in the next slide, 2021.
So, ma'am, I want to reply this slide.
Dr. Singh will let Dr. Shashank
Okay,
please finish. Yeah.
Yes. So this is Gandhi Medical College, Bhopal, that I was speaking of. So here they mentioned recognized by Medical Council of India. The along with the other postgraduate qualifications, there is mention of the M.Sc Medical Biochemistry. Please proceed further. Next slide. So almost more than 50 medical institutions are running these courses in India, and some institutions like SRM, where I took a screenshot from the website, it is mentioned 15 intake is there per year in M.Sc Medical Microbiology only, with an exorbitant fee of 2,50,000 per year. What's going to happen to these students after graduating from this if they are not regulated? And NMC says the students must graduate from the NMC recognized medical institutions. Why they are giving free hands to these medical institutions?
Dr. Shashank, we have another very interesting question. One of our viewers wants to know: is it just a battle of economics, where we have a few? Dr. Jain, if you would like to respond, is this just trying to ensure that Sir, you are on mute, I think. You'll have to switch on your mic.
It's not a battle of economics. It's just the way of portraying it to tell you, like he quoted AIMS. So AIMS is not a regulatory body. NMC is the regulatory body. AIMS, SRM, all these are autonomous universities. You know, they do anything, they do something crap does not mean that's legal. What the only legal thing is what NMC says, because it is formed under an act which is a legal statutory body. AIMS is not a statutory body. It can do anything. It does not mean it's okay.
Yeah, thank you. Dr. Shashank,
yeah, I would like to speak on this point. Let's move on to our slides. We will get answer for this. Next slide, please. Next. Yes, the same slide. See, here it is mentioned, previous slide. RUHS alone has 57 seats intake per academic year in all these government medical college, where in one of the medical college, Western Medical College, our Gurjars are graduated from. Next slide. So, despite M.Sc medical qualifications being recognized medical qualifications, NMC and the institutions such as AIMS, JIPMER, PGMER all have been selectively discriminating and deceiving the graduates from non-MBBS backgrounds for decades, thus doing disservice to the nation. I will show you in the next slides how they have been manipulating the system. Next slide, please. So here you can see the HOD of the Gandhi Medical College, Bhopal in biochemistry. She acquired M.Sc. Medical Biochemistry from the same college in the year 2007. And the associate professor also, he acquired M.Sc. Medical post-graduation qualification from the same institution, where the non-MBBS graduates also acquired M.Sc. Medical post-graduation from the same institutions. They are not qualified, they are not promoted without a Ph.D., whereas here the associate professor promoted without a Ph.D. and the HOD is holding a HOD position despite of having M.Sc. Medical postgraduate qualifications. My point is, when eligibility is given to do a particular course and to acquire a particular qualification, after acquiring the qualification, how can you discriminate, how can you disqualify based on the UG qualifications, which was the eligibility for the admission into these courses? Next slide, please. Next slide. So here, JIPMER, the agency website clearly shows the M.Sc. Medical Biochemistry course that is conducted at JIPMER is a recognized medical postgraduate course. Whereas the JIPMER in its RTA, it says you can ask NMC, we are not aware of that. I will share all these documents later if anyone wants. Next slide, please. So JIPMER again, in two different dates for the RTAs, the response. In one RTA, it says M.Sc. Medical Biochemistry started in JIPMER in the year 1990. I can't see it clearly. 1991, so I suppose. Whereas in the other RTA, it says it is existing since 1965. Conflicting answers. Next slide, please. PGMER completely evades all the answers for all the questions. Next slide, please. So let me complete. Recently, AIMS Jodhpur and AIMS Gorakhpur response to our RTI saying these qualifications are recognized qualifications as per both AIMS Act and also as per NMC Act. Next slide, please. So here, Dr. G.K. Pal, who was professor at JIPMER, who even M.Sc. medical postgraduate students were there under him, he does disservice to the nation by promoting and by encouraging the authorities, by writing to the authorities that M.Sc. medical postgraduates must be discriminated so as the MD medical postgraduates have a better prospects. We can clearly see it here. The eligibility should be only MD for senior residents, and any other PG degree such as MSc/PhD in medical physiology should not be there. This will also create immediate more job opportunities for medical teachers immediately after completion of their MD physiology. So what are the students have done to do their course in these national importance institutions? Forget about the other institutions such as SRM or Sanita or again, institutions.
Yeah, Dr. Shashank, I'll just interrupt.
Yeah.
We have we have a series of questions that are coming. One question that Manu Garg wants to ask is why don't you teach only MSc students? This seems to be a good approach and strategy. Would you like to respond? And Dr. Jain will come to you right after this.
I think that is completely irrelevant question because this particular qualification, I want to tell you now, MSc is equals to MD. There is no difference between MSc or MD.
No,
both are medical postgraduate qualifications. Only the
yeah,
nomenclature is different.
Yeah, the nomenclature is different, and MSc is not a course that is not an easy course to do. It is equally
exactly. I have a document from 1993 MCA document which states clearly MSc must be adopted as nomenclature for non-MBBS graduates, whereas MD must be adopted as nomenclature for MBBS graduates. The 1993 document speaks. We're not speaking about 1960s or 70s.
Yeah, Dr. Jain and then Dr. Singh.
So in rebuttal to his last thing, there is a double division bench judgment of the Rajasthan High Court of 2014 that's called Kirti Mathur judgment that very clearly differentiates between MSc and MD degrees. So what he says, they are similar, absolutely not. It's not similar.
Because
it's a double bench judgment. I as an individual not saying, and what he quoted of the individuals are saying for AIMS, PGI and JIPMER, etc. They are not regulatory bodies, I would reiterate. NMC or Ministry of Health are the regulatory bodies. They can say anything, but that's not that. They are not statutory bodies. They are autonomous bodies.
What
that's not the law what they say. But what NMC says is the law.
what I intend to say is everyone in the system is polluted in corrupting the system, making sure only the doctors are
Everybody who is
benefited.
polluting should be put behind the bars. Everybody who is polluting, if I
Yes,
am polluting,
yes,
I
they
should
should
be
be
put
put.
behind the
They should be
bars.
put, sir. They should be put. Yes.
Yes.
This is a
Dr.
disservice
Singh,
to the nation they are doing.
Dr. Singh, would you like to come in here?
So, ma'am, Dr. Sang Soing, MSc, MED, MED मतलब मेडिकल, उसका मतलब है MSc मेडिकल। और आप यूजीसी की डिग्रीज में देखेंगे तो MSc एनाटॉमी, MSc फिजियोलॉजी, these are the master courses after MBBS, before years back, and MSc मेडिसिन का मतलब हुआ मास्टर ऑफ मेडिसिन। जैसे कि मैंने बताया
I have shown you from the RHS screenshot. It's clearly mentioned MSc
और
Bachelor
दूसरी
Medicine.
बात, सेकंड थिंग, हमारे देश में कितनी सारी यूनिवर्सिटी हैं जो आप कल के अखबार में पढ़ रहे थे, एक यूनिवर्सिटी बंद कर दी। क्यों बंद कर दी? PhD कोर्स क्यों बंद कर दिया? इसलिए बंद कर दिया क्योंकि वहां इरेगुलरिटीज चल रही हैं, उनको देखने वाला कोई नहीं है। यूनिवर्सिटी एक कमरे में खोल करके कैसा भी कोर्स चला लें, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि उसने जो लिख दिया उसको मान लें। रेगुलेटरी बॉडी होनी चाहिए। NMC नहीं माना, यूजीसी ने कभी नहीं माना, ये दो रेगुलेटरी बॉडी हैं और आप किसी भी काउंसिल में रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है। अगर रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है तो MBBS के स्टूडेंट को पढ़ाने के लिए आप 2019 के एक्ट में, जिसमें कि 34 नंबर के बी पार्ट में, कि ऑफिस भी होल्ड नहीं कर सकता जिसके पास में डिग्री रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है। तो
are there any other medical courses that are conducted in medical institutions apart from MSc that you think they are non-medical courses? In medical institutions, non-medical courses cannot be conducted. Do you think arts and science courses can be conducted in medical institutions? No, that must be regulated by National Medical Commission only. And National Medical Commission, when it's not willing to regulate, we ask National Medical Commission, we urge National Medical Commission, we wrote multiple representations, we filed multiple grievances both with the National Medical Commission and also with the Ministry of Health to stop conducting these courses. We have wrote representations to these medical institutions also to stop doing this service conducting these institutions.
I would please bring in Dr. Parashar, because we have the central government is now also looking at educating our doctors in a more holistic way, so that we are able to offer patients a holistic kind of approach, which is of integrating it with the Indian system of medicine. So is this, Dr. Parashar, are we further diluting the Indian system of medicine, allopathic system? Are we further diluting the Indian system and the allopathic system of medicine, or are we enabling a more patient-centric care?
I think the issue is not being that it should be. Basically,
so could you repeat what you said? We weren't clear.
The issue is in such a way that should not be. The university grants commission. This is the authority that regulates the higher education. If anatomy, physiology, biotechnology, these subjects are taught by PhD students, what is the problem? So the issue is disrespectful for the teacher, and it is politically motivated, not in a way to be in respect of the only teachers, those who are teaching. So now, a postgraduate medical doctor, students of MBBS classes, and after the post graduation, the PhD, they have completed a doctoral degree. So why they can't? There is not direct relation between the handling of patients and teaching. As far as that those who have not seen a body or who have dissected a body, they are teaching the medical students. Right?
Okay, Dr. Shashank, Dr. Singh, please respond.
Ma'am,
I want to add one point.
Just one at a time. Dr. Shashank, please start, and Dr. Singh, please.
Yes. Yes, sir was speaking about the what is wrong in allowing the PhD graduates in teaching these subjects. Here, I'll tell this is the completely politically motivated thing where we are being sidelined with the image of creating PhD graduates. No, PhD was imposed on us where we are medical postgraduates, graduates from medical institutions, same like MD postgraduates. Unfortunately, before 1998 regulations, we were rising up to the level of professor when we were holding the positions like dean principal also without any PhD. This PhD came only by 1998 regulations, and then it came on to such an extent today that we are called like PhD doctors or PhD. No, we are not PhD doctors or we are PhD teachers. We are M.Sc medical postgraduates, graduates from medical institutions. We have the right to teach in medical institutions. We are graduated. We are trained for the same purpose to teach, to practice our profession.
Okay. Dr. Singh, Dr. Jain, after that.
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
I would like to.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
I would like to just make a small pointer. I hope Binduji, you are aware that PhD is done on a single topic, not even a subject.
Exactly.
That's all.
Yes. Yes. This is only a
PhD should be removed. PhD imposition should be removed.
Or mostly they are there is no any entrance exam in the for the PhD courses. There is no any entrance exam for M.Sc courses, और there is a only one topic जिस पे PhD का काम करना है, जिस पे उस एक टॉपिक से क्या पूरे पेशेंट्स को हम देख सकते हैं? पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. हमारा मेडिकल सिस्टम बहुत है. हमने जब MBBS करी तो 4.5 साल और 1 साल इंटर्नशिप, ये इसमें पूरा थोरोली पढ़ाया जाता है. एक सब्जेक्ट को 1 साल 2 साल जैसे टाइम पीरियड है उसमें, और NMC उसको रेगुलेट करती है. फिर MD MS में हम पढ़ते हैं, और पहले जब MBBS में एंटर करे तब हमने एग्जाम दिया. फिर हमने जब MBBS कंप्लीट किया उसके बाद में PG के लिए नीट PG दिया, और फिर PG होने के बाद में फिर हमने SRशिप करी. SRशिप करने के बाद में फिर हमने किसी एग्जाम के लिए कंप्लीट किया, तब जाके मेडिकल कॉलेज में आए.
You are shaming all the institutions which are conducting these courses. No,
लेकिन
they are not conducting these courses without any entrance.
रेगुलेट करने वाले कोई बॉडी नहीं है कहीं भी. कोई ये तो सिर्फ मैडम
इसीलिए NMC must regulate.
एक डिपार्टमेंट का एक करेक्शन है जिसमें गलत तरह से एंट्री कराई गई है, और ये करेक्शन रोक दिया गया था इसी NMC ने 2020 के अंदर. क्यों रोका था? क्योंकि ये सही नहीं था. इवन देन मैं आपको वर्ल्ड का सिचुएशन बताता हूँ. यूके में, यूएस में कहीं भी नहीं है. वहाँ PhD जो लोग हैं वो MBBS PhD हैं. सिर्फ चाइना के अंदर ऐसा था, पहले, अब नहीं पहले, कि वहाँ पर let me complete. वहाँ पर चाइना के अंदर ऐसा था कि वहाँ पर पहले नॉन MBBS को एंटर कराया था फैकल्टी के तौर पर, लेकिन वो आज की तारीख में वहाँ भी बंद कर दिया. ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड जहाँ पर इंडियन सिनेरियो में, जहाँ इंडिया के अंदर में कोई भी कॉलेज 100 QC में नहीं आता. क्यों? क्योंकि इस तरह का डाइल्यूशन कर दिया है. और आयुर्वेद वाले, मैं सर पराशर सर से पूछूंगा, क्या आपकी एनाटॉमी को पढ़ाने वाला कोई, मैं पढ़ा सकता हूँ क्या आपकी एनाटॉमी को? मैं तो MBBS हूँ. वहाँ के रेगुलेशन में ही नहीं है. वहाँ के रेगुलेशन में ये है कि वहाँ का ही पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट या वहाँ की रेगुलेटरी बॉडी में रजिस्टर करा हुआ पढ़ा सकता है. वेटरी कॉलेज के अंदर में नहीं पढ़ा सकता दूसरा सब्जेक्ट का. इवन देन अगर मान लो किसी स्कूल में हमें MA इकोनॉमिक्स पढ़ानी है तो उसमें दूसरे सब्जेक्ट वाला MA करा हुआ नहीं पढ़ा सकता. तो यहाँ तो बेसिकली ये तो बहुत बड़ा ब्लंडर हो गया है. बहुत बड़ा ब्लंडर हो गया है पहले, और उसको लगातार चलाने की कोशिश की जा रही है. लगातार चलाने की.
जी, थैंक यू सर. डॉक्टर पराशर, यू वांटेड टू से समथिंग?
ये कहना किसी तरह का एग्जाम पास नहीं करते बिल्कुल गलत है. PhD पूरे ऑल इंडिया लेवल का एंट्रेंस एग्जाम होता है. आजकल तो पहले CUET ग्रेजुएशन लेवल पे कर दिया है, फिर पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन लेवल पे एंट्रेंस एग्जाम है, उसके बाद डॉक्टर लेवल पे एंट्रेंस एग्जाम है. तो ये कहना सत्यता के विपरीत है. इट्स रियली अगेंस्ट द ट्रूथ दैट दे आर नॉट पासिंग एनी एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन.
जी.
तो
डॉक्टर शशांक.
Yes. I would like to add and conclude one thing.
Sorry, Dr. Parashar, you were saying something.
Indian Medical was drafted and implemented in 1956. In 1956, there is a provision in the Act to have these non-medical teachers. It was repealed in 2 or 3 years back by the medical council, medical commission. So
जी जी
in the medical commission has also brought the provision for uh, keeping the faculty, non-medical teachers. So what is the problem if you are teaching? They are masters, they are doctors, and they are well qualified. And the last one point is that no PhD degree is valid in India by distance education. The University Grant Commission does not recognize any degree of PhD which has providing by distance postgraduate course. So they have
Parasa sir,
completed
you
their
are not
course, they have completed their degree in a regular mode, and
Parasa
it
sir,
is really
मेरे पास रिकॉर्ड है,
disrespectful
मेरे पास
and
डॉक्यूमेंट है.
dignity of
I want to speak. I
Yeah,
want to
things are
speak.
being
Add
done.
and conclude.
Dr. Shashank, would you like
100
to
people,
respond to that?
100 people registered in the distance PhD.
Dr. Singh, just a minute,
और
please. Dr. Singh, just a
पारासर
minute.
सर, आप अपडेटेड नहीं हैं. इन मेडिकल कॉलेजों में जहाँ पीएचडी हो रही है, वहाँ कोई एंट्रेंस एग्जाम नहीं है, वहाँ गाइड ढूंढते हैं, एंट्रेंस हो जाता है. और मेरे पास में
Dr. Singh,
अभी आज की तारीख में
Dr. Singh, we will just allow Dr. Shashank to respond to it.
yeah.
Yes. Speaking of PhD, which is imposed on only non-MBBS MSc medical postgraduates, I'm saying specifically only on non-MBBS MSc medical postgraduates. It's not imposed on MBBS MSc medical postgraduates. So when it is imposed on us, there is no point of discussing PhD, how it is acquired. First of all, imposing itself it should be a crime. Why we are only suffered like this? Why we are only imposed like this? Why we are harassed like this? It should not be there for MSc medical postgraduates, irrespective of the background, because we are qualified with our medical postgraduation. So PhD is imposed first thing. Another thing, yes, two things. One is agency is not regulating. You're saying there must be registration. Yes, there must be regulation. There must be registration. If agency is not willing to do that, it must withdraw. It must send notices to all the medical colleges which are conducting MSc medical postgraduate courses to immediately stop running these courses, for the sake of the benefit of not only the MSc students, but also for the nation. What you are saying, after these students graduate, they will come into the medical field, they will serve the medical students, and they will be causing a lot more damage.
Okay.
If it
We
is that,
have done,
kindly
yeah.
ask the agency to first stop these courses, and also to remove the this is compulsory enforcement of the PhD requirement for MSc medical postgraduates, which is leading to all these malpractices.
Dr. Jain, I would actually request you to please take a question. This is Roshan Kumar. He says that a lot of faculty in the US in the preclinical sciences are non-MBBS, mostly PhDs. Yet US medical education is considered the best globally. Why isn't the quality compromised, and why are we crying about quality compromise?
So number one, these standards are different. Number two, this plea has already been given in Supreme Court in 78529 of 2010 case, writ petition 78529 of 2010. This plea has been given. I can provide you the documents where the Supreme Court simply rejected it, because we don't bother what goes on in other countries. We are bothered about our law. Supreme Court has said, I'm not saying. It's very clear. I can provide Hindu with the documents. So this has already been rejected in 2017. This judgment came out. So I will provide you the documents if Hindu wants. Simple. It's not me. The Supreme Court of India has said. Moreover, again, a review petition was filed, like the case in Ayodhya, and then that was also dismissed. I will provide you the documents, and I think that's it. I'm not personally saying this. Supreme Court of India is saying this.
Supreme Court of India is saying that the quality is compromised.
I'll provide you the documents. Yes.
Dr. Singh, you wanted to add?
Ma'am, in West, जहाँ पर PhD non-MBBS PhD हैं, उनका काम बटा हुआ है. वो पेशेंट केयर में इन्वॉल्व नहीं होते हैं, वो रिसर्च में काम करते हैं. वो उस डिपार्टमेंट रिसर्चर, हम भी कह रहे हैं इनसे, आप रिसर्च करो, लेकिन मेडिकल स्टूडेंट्स को टीच नहीं करो. वो आगे के फ्यूचर डॉक्टर हैं जो कि आगे पेशेंट देखेंगे. वो वहां पर स्पेसिफाई किया गया है उनका काम कि आप रिसर्च का काम करेंगे. और जहां हम बात करते हैं पीएचडी की, हमारी पीएचडी, मैं शशांक की बात करता हूं. शशांक ने 2 साल 6 महीने में पीएचडी पूरी करी है. इनके डॉक्यूमेंट देखता हूं मैं तो.
नहीं, it's let's not get personal on the panel.
Okay. हम उसको नहीं छोड़ते, लेकिन हमारे यहाँ का स्टैंडर्ड पीएचडी का कहता है, हम जानते हैं, ये डिपेंड करता है यूनिवर्सिटी पर. यूनिवर्सिटी के खुद के रूल रेगुलेशन है. वो चाहे तो घर बैठ के करा दे और चाहे तो वो बुला के कराए. लेकिन हम विदेश की पीएचडी से हम कंपेयर नहीं कर सकते.
Dr. Shashank, would you like to respond? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing, as Dr. Rohit Jain said, okay, we need not compare with the foreign countries because we have our own regulations, we study and we implement accordingly. That's what I agree to that. I'm saying we should agree to that because we are not science graduates graduated from the science colleges and want to join medical colleges as teachers. We are graduated from medical institutions, trained to become medical teachers, and we are only imposed, we are only punished to get a PhD because we are coming from the non-MBBS background. This PhD, holds no value to our teaching, holds no value to our specialization. We teach based on our PG specialization. We don't teach based on our PhD. PhD only adds to our teaching. That's it. So I ask, let's stop this nonsense. PhD should not be implemented or enforced on M.Sc medical postgraduates, and uniform opportunities must be given for both of them, MD postgraduates and M.Sc postgraduates, and need 0%. All this kind of taxing should not be there to bring in, unqualified or low merit students into these subjects, saying patient care is important.
Dr. Shashank, I'd like to intervene. We have run terribly short of time. So I'd like the panelists, and I would like to request the panelists to please specifically point out your arguments into points, and so that we can wind up this discussion. I'd like to begin with Dr. Jain. What are your major specific contentions against inclusion of non-MBBS PhD faculty?
It's not personal. It's all about law, the Supreme Court,
Yes.
the NMC, the regulatory guidelines, the acts, the laws, the regulations, which are very clear. So I am a law-abiding citizen. We have to abide. Everybody has to abide by the law, and that's it. Very simple.
Dr. Singh?
मैडम, हमारे पास में नंबरस MS MD पीपल्स हैं आज की तारीख में, और हमें ऐसे लोगों की जरूरत नहीं है जो कहीं रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है. और इवन देन अगर वेटरनरी कॉलेज में भी अगर उसको उस काउंसिल के द्वारा रजिस्टर्ड को नहीं ले सकते, तो हम तो ह्यूमन बॉडी पे काम करना है फ्यूचर में. ऐसे डॉक्टर तैयार करने हैं जो कि मेरे को आपको फ्यूचर में देखने वाले हैं. तो हम ऐसे डॉक्टर तैयार नहीं करना जिनके पढ़ाने वाले के पास में कोई रजिस्टर्ड डिग्री नहीं हो, किसी काउंसिल से रजिस्टर्ड नहीं हो, किसी यूजीसी से रजिस्टर्ड नहीं हो, किसी छोटी सी यूनिवर्सिटी ने प्रोवाइड कर दिया हो और प्रोवाइड करके हम उसको फैकल्टी की पोस्ट पे लेते हो. ये बिल्कुल गलत है. एनएमसी को तुरंत इसको ले लेना चाहिए. हमारे पास में एनफ नंबर ऑफ डॉक्टर्स हैं आज की तारीख में, 1,15,000 अंडर ग्रेजुएट पर ईयर और 47 से 48,000 पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट है. ये कहाँ जाएंगे? ये पढ़ाएंगे ही. इसलिए डॉक्टर को पढ़ाने के लिए डॉक्टर चाहिए. हमें आधी अधूरी नॉलेज की हमें जरूरत नहीं है हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट के अंदर. तो इसे तुरंत सही करना चाहिए.
जी, डॉक्टर शशांक.
Yes. So I have been clear in my arguments. One is, we are graduated from medical institutions. If you think we are not trained competently, you should ask the medical institution to stop conducting these courses, and you should ask the NMC to impose barbaric regulations only targeting us, saying eventually subject to non-ability of MD teachers. What are we? We are second-class citizens? No, we are graduated from medical institutions, and everyone knows doctors' lobby and the doctors' associations, how they work for the benefit of doctors only. For the benefit of doctors only, disregarding the contributions of others, such as us, medical teachers who are into the service from more than 60 years. Many medical postgraduates, you studied under the same teachers, but still, again, you disregard and disrespect our qualifications.
Dr. Parashar, would you like to put? सर आप म्यूट पे हैं. सर आपका माइक ऑन नहीं.
The medical education is the Indian Medical Council Act, the Medical Commission Act, the University Grant Commission Regulation. All these permit the non-MBBS to teach the MBBS students. Number one. Number two, they are well qualified. They complete education in a regular mode from graduation to post-graduation to doctoral degree. So nothing is wrong if the particular subject is being taught because they are well qualified and well acquainted with the subject. And the subjects, anatomy, geology, they have nothing to do with the dissection or the operation or surgery of the patient, and
No,
there is nothing
they
wrong
have to do with the dissection.
if they are teaching.
They have to do
But
with the
it
dissection.
should
We
be
learn that.
आपके BMS
We
में
dissect
कितने हैं
cadavers.
ऐसे
Sir,
ऐसे MSc
this
के अंदर
even
campaign
being a
this
physiologist.
campaign should be stopped,
पहली बात
and
और
Yes, that's true.
हम
we
बात
should
This
कर
campaign
रहे
should
abide
be
हैं
stopped.
the
This
law,
malicious campaign should be
abide by
stopped.
the law and the law
Sir,
for
if we all
maximum.
talk, if we all
इंडिया के
talk,
अंदर
nobody
पहले
is
हाईवे नहीं
listening
थे,
to us.
हाईवे आज हैं, तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि इंडिया में पहली सड़क थी वही चलती रहेंगी, आज हाईवे बन गए हैं, तो उन हाईवे बने हैं, तो इसका मतलब ये है कि हम पुरानी चीजों को नहीं लेके चलना चाहते। दूसरी बात मेडिकल कॉलेज के अंदर और भी कोर्स होते हैं, एमएलटी होता है, बीएमएलटी होता है, एमएलटी कोर्सेज होते हैं मेडिकल कॉलेज के अंदर। क्या एमएलटी स्टूडेंट एमएलटी कंप्लीट करने के बाद में मेडिकल स्टूडेंट को पढ़ाएगा क्योंकि उसने मेडिकल कॉलेज से करी है? और
Don't try to disrespect and disregard our qualifications.
उनके खुद के
Don't do
डिपार्टमेंट
that.
के अंदर एनाटॉमी पढ़ाने वाला कौन है?
Your own
Dr.
teachers
Singh,
hold these qualifications. You cannot do that.
Dr. Shashank, would you like to respond?
Yes, madam. He is continuously disregarding and disrespecting his own teachers under him, whom he has studied. Okay, his teachers have this qualification, M.Sc medicine qualifications, Ph.D. medicine qualifications, and he keeps on going comparing with the paramedical students, MLT students, and all these things. I studied being M.Sc medical postgraduate. I studied anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, along with the MBBS students. We were posted along with the MBBS students for dissections, for all other practicals. And for me, it took 5.5 years to complete my post-graduation. I did not simply get my post-graduation simply like that. I graduated from medical institution. Nowadays, it was very strict like that. Nowadays, even the MD postgraduate, MS postgraduate, they happily getting a degree within 3 years. There was no such kind of thing before 20 years like that. Nowadays, even KNR UHS in Telangana, it has released a notice to all the medical colleges that there has been malpractice in the practical examinations. Teachers are giving high marks and all these things are happening. Definitely will happen. When teachers are not there, they have the obligation to pass the students somehow. The institutions will have the obligation on them to pass the students somehow. What happens with these students when they come out?
We'll now give 30 seconds each to Dr. Rohit and Dr. Singh because we have run out of time completely.
I'll take 10 seconds.
Yes.
We have huge respects for Shashank and PhD we have huge respects for all the qualifications. Yes. But the only thing is they are not registered in the National Medical Commission or the State Medical Council. They are not qualified to do the job. So it is very simple. We have regard, but why are they they should get registered and start practicing? We have no objections. They are not registered. Yes. If I do hold a driver's license, I cannot run on
practicing medicine. Sir, we are not
Dr.
practicing
Singh,
medicine. We are practicing teaching.
Dr. Singh,
Practice
Dr. Singh, please.
तो मैडम आज का भारत है जहाँ पर हाईवे बन गए इतने 60 साल पुराने हाईवे को यूज नहीं करें हम, तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि पुराने सिस्टम को हम यहाँ मेडिकल सिस्टम में भी चलाएं.
So that's a point you've made before. I'll invite Dr. Parashar to speak. Yeah.
As far as law is concerned, so when only MBBS doctor can be registered in a state register or a central medical register. So how is it possible that a M.Sc or a Ph.D. degree holder can be registered in the medical register? He can never be registered. So they have their own qualifications, they have their own regulatory bodies, they are registered there, they have degree from their university grant commission, not from the medical commission.
Yeah, we'd like to bring in Dr. Shashank, please.
We belong to National Medical Commission only. We belong since the start to MCI only. Our qualifications are clearly mentioned in the IMC Act, and clearly NMC Act says whatever the qualifications mentioned under IMC Act as recognized medical qualifications, they are recognized medical qualifications. We have the right to register with the medical registers, but NMC is unlawfully and unethically denying our rights. By doing that, you are saying they are giving opportunity to you that we are not registered in any council. We don't want any other council. We want NMC to regulate our courses. We want NMC to register our qualifications.
Dr. Jain, you'd like to respond?
Yeah. So the government has already come up with NCAP Act, as I said. So they might want the skies, But what today is the situation? The legal situation, they have to, as a law-abiding citizen, they have to abide by it. The government
in India, how politics works, sir. In India, how politics works. In India, whenever there is upper
we are simply talking about medicine. There is nothing, no politics in this. It's about law.
There will be another group. No, sir. You are
It's
using
about
your
law. It's
political
about the legal
influences.
system.
You're influencing the governments. You're influencing the regulatory authorities. You're influencing the whole system. We have seen how NMC is corrupt. Recently, CBI has unearthed so much of massive
Put them.
corruption.
I
in
am the
NMC.
first person. I will give you help. Put them behind the bars. Any corrupt person, put them behind the bars. I will support you.
Sir,
And
Okay.
but
exactly.
law,
Sir,
the
what was
legal position is very clear. The legal
no,
position
no,
is
no,
very clear.
no,
The act, nobody can challenge an act. There is a separate act
no.
devised by the government of India. Even the Supreme Court cannot go against the act, boss.
Okay,
So
Dr.
why are
Shashank
you
Dr.
challenging?
With Dr. Shashank's comment, we will really have to stop because we have overshot time. Dr.
Yeah.
Shashank, yeah.
Yes. I'm repeating again and again. We are graduated from medical institutions, one, and we are not into teaching because of the PhD. PhD is imposed on us. Okay, even for the non-teaching question, PhD is imposed as per the NSC regulations. That is derogatory and completely absurd act from the NMC, from the regulatory authority, which should be fair to all the stakeholders. But it's been unfair since the ages. Now it's been more unfair because of the politics by the doctors' lobby, which are trying to do. IMA recently quoted one more feather in the cap, okay, saying for what? For qualifying, for giving qualifying criteria, pushing qualifying criteria, the DPG 0 candidates into that, so that they can fill the non-clinical subjects. They won't fill the non-clinical subjects. So this is
Dr. Jain,
misunderstood.
a quick response to that and we wind up.
I mean, I think I have already made it very clear why they are saying that it is imposed. It is voluntary. I think doing a PhD is voluntary. And to tell you, there are
I don't
many
want to do.
doctors in the
Sir, I
country.
don't want to do.
There
I
are
don't
many
want to do
doctors in the
PhD.
country who have pursued PhD after their MD or MS in AIMS
No.
itself. There are so many doctors
See,
who have pursued PhD. It is voluntary. It's not
sir,
imposed.
sir,
It's
you
absolutely voluntary.
spoke about part-time PhD and full-time PhD. See, I graduated in 2014. I took admission in 2008 after 5.5 years of struggle. Like, one second. Then I started my career as a tutor and then become assistant professor. And then because of this NMC, I had to enroll into PhD as a part-time. How can I go full-time PhD candidate, leaving my family and everything? I'm struggling with the finances.
That's not my problem. My problem is to take care of the
Your
patients.
problem.
That's my problem.
Dr. Singh,
My family is sitting. I have to take
just
care
one
of the
second.
patients. That's it.
Just 1 second. Dr. Singh, yeah.
मैडम, पार्ट टाइम फुल टाइम का कंसेप्ट ऐसे है। पार्ट टाइम जो होती है वो उसी इंस्टीट्यूट में काम करने वाला वहीं पर अपने किसी गाइड के अंदर करता है, और डिस्टेंस में मेरे पास में 100 नंबर के डाटा हैं आज की तारीख में अवेलेबल, जो कि दूर, उस शहर से भी ज़्यादा दूर और उस से दूसरे राज्य में जाके पीएचडी कर रहे हैं। ऐसे डाटा मेरे पास हैं।
मैं क्या ऐसे कर रहा हूं, ऐसे कर रहा हूं।
मुझे
to our panelists, Dr. Singh, Dr. Rohit Jain, Dr. Shashank, Dr. Parashar, thank you so much for the very, very interesting and engaging conversation that we've had on this topic. Thank you to all our participating viewers.
Thank you to all the panelists.
Thank you to all the viewers who have participated with such enthusiasm. And we hope that we have done justice to this debate. And thank you for joining this debate for the Hindu.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Madam. Thank
you.
So from our side, we want जिसने कभी डॉक्टर को पेशेंट नहीं देखा, वो डॉक्टर नहीं पढ़ा सकता। यही सबसे बड़ा एक हमारा वो है। पहले डॉक्टर बनिए।
You can't restart this live. We've already had our slice of time. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you.